So we have 2 talks left in our afternoon of our first day of RubyConf AU 2020. And so our next talk is actually 2 speakers. So we have Selena Small and Michael Milewski. Selena and Michael met through work at Fresho, but soon realised they're the kind of friends who would rather talk tech at a party. So they turned their party times into numerous hackathons, coding camps, and do duo talks and workshops on topics around test-driving software and pair programming. Selena's originally from New Zealand. She's a self-taught coder who's passionate about learning new skills and TDD. She's also a professional Muay Thai kickboxer and fights around Australia and internationally. Michael was born in Poland, and he has 4 kids and a German short-haired pointer named Coriander. And they sort of just both outrun him in many things. Not both, all outrun him in many things in his life, but he loves it. And on the odd occasion, he gets dressed up in Polish national costume to do some folkloric dancing just for fun. They're both obviously super passionate about pair programs, so please welcome Selena and Michael to talk to us about that. Thank you.
Oh, hey, do you work here? You know, this here is the tech area, secretaries and reception down the hall on the left.
Well, I think I actually am looking for this tech area you're talking about. I'm Selena.
Oh, Selena, yeah, they did mention a new hire coming in today. Must be a designer. Yeah, look, I'm Michael Milewski, senior developer here at Aviator.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm really excited to get started, but could you fill me in on how things work around here?
Well, I'm not sure about you designers, but us developers, important stand-up to go to. Gotcha.
Huh? I walk in here wearing a dress and heels and people think I'm a secretary. Not that there's anything wrong with being a secretary. But then, if I happen to be part of the tech department, well, the only possibility is that I must be a designer. Senior developer Michael Mansplainsky over there can't even take me seriously. Can anyone in this industry take me seriously?
Oh yeah, my task for today, the to-do list delete item with... Huh? With Selena? Are you a dev?
Well, I don't think you guys look progressive enough to have someone this good looking as a CTO, so I might as well cut some code while I'm here.
Well, come and join us at stand-up. Michael. Whoa.
Well, do you want to fill me in on, what the story's about?
Yeah, this is not going to be just some CSS, honey. Good point.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Precisely. Let's keep it that way. Look, I may even need to reach out to Stack Overflow to sort this one out.
If anyone feels the need to throw things, be my guest. Really? Are you sure? You guys use React, right?
Yeah.
Kind of just sounds like you're going to need a pretty simple callback function to respond to your delete action, but maybe we could start with a kickoff.
Kickoff? You know, when Sam started, he wanted to make us all agile story points, mix things up a little bit, but I suppose somebody like you would need a kickoff. Come on. So basically, we have a to-do list and we need delete functionality.
But why do we need it?
To delete to-dos, kicked off, let's go.
No, hold on. But why do we need it? Like, who's the user? Why do we even want to delete to-dos?
Whoa, going a bit above your pay grade.
Make it funnier.
Oh, I've lost the line. This is React. Oh, you need to, yeah. Okay. All you need to know is that this is a React app, and we have a list item. And the list item renders a list of items, and those items have to talk back up to the app to tell state that the item has been deleted. We'll probably use a callback function. I'm not sure if you're across those. In the old days, they used to be called call after function. There are 2 kinds of call after functions, synchronous ones and asynchronous ones.
Don't you just love a good spline?
Oh, too much of a history lesson. Look, let's jump over to my computer and get started.
All right.
All right, let's see what we got here. So we've got So you can see we've got the terminal here. We've got the test running. Let me just run all those tests. And we have, right, I've got the editor. You can follow that along, right? And then we have the item over here. And then the item test. But let's just jump back there and run these tests. Yeah, there you go. So you can see we've got a broken test. Let's fix that first.
Wait. Okay.
Go on. Yeah,
Well,
you have a go.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
if we jump into the editor then.
Yeah, open app.test.jsx.
Oh, can I just have a quick look at the structure of the code first?
See the second tab, app.test.jsx. Just open that one.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Now, if you just jump down to the bottom, line 41.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Line 41.
You know, I think in there we need a debugger statement.
What? A debugger? Why?
Yeah, debugger. D-E-B. Debugger.
Okay, but what are we trying to do?
Yeah, right. I got it. Debugger. It's not going to run in the browser. Let's get rid of that. I think this setup was in the wrong order, right? I think these 1, 2, 3s have to be before the ABCs. You do know your ABCs, right? Let's have a look at that. And boom, all green. That's awesome. We commit, right? Git commit. Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Cool. That was good. Hey, let's go get a coffee.
What? Was his camera on? Can you believe he was recording me? What a creep. I had no idea. You know, actually, I feel a little bit uncomfortable now.
How do you take your coffee?
Oh, black please, no sugar.
You know, when people ask me how I take my coffee, it's very, very seriously. It's only a joke.
Wow. So, okay, well, so how long is it that you've been here at Aviato?
Oh, I was one of the first developers hired on this project.
Oh, so you're really across most of the code base.
Yeah. Basically wrote it all myself, apart from John, you know, the CTO. He's the one who hired you. He was originally from the consultancy that started it off, and then he moved from the dark side of consulting to join me on the team, and he became the CTO. Oh, and Kath. Yeah, Kath. She was at the start here too, just in time for Series A funding.
Kath. Oh, Kath Day Night. Yeah. I saw her speak last year with Baz at DevCon Freaks. She's very knowledgeable about foo bars.
Yeah, talking foo bars with Baz. Then, is this a bunch of designers? I don't think they're getting it. No. All right.
Anyway, so with this card, I wanted to ask before, why was it that we started with a broken test? Shouldn't we have had CI passing with everything green already?
Well, look, maybe when we get back, you should jump on the keys, hey?
Didn't I try that already? Okay, yeah. Well, let's give it a go.
All right, let's go. Ooh, Jane's phone left unlocked. You beauty. All right. So, yeah, let me just unlock here, and I'll just open the editor.
Okay, cool. So
yeah, app.test.jsx.
Yep. So we're in the app test file.
Yeah, I think line 39. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that was failing before.
That's right. We've just fixed that one. So we're wanting to write a new test now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. To delete items. Yeah. So we've got remove. There's a remove item function.
Right. Okay. So I think what we want to do is probably.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, do you know what? I'm gonna.
No, you're going.
I'm gonna try put in a new describe block.
No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay. Well, do you know? I think what we're trying to do is actually going to be really similar to this assertion that we've got here already.
Oh,
so,
cut and paste. No.
Oh, look. Let me just get my thought out.
Yeah. Got your hands on the keyboard. Go for it.
Okay, so it's going to be really similar to this, except we're going to have a different expectation. What we're going to do in here, instead of mark the item as completed, we're actually going to delete, delete the item.
Look, let me just interrupt. I mean, this is a great go, right? I think what you're actually wanting to do here, we want to start a new test, right? So and we want to delete the item when remove item is called, right? And then we're just going to pass in a function.
Isn't that kind of like what I was doing?
Is that, look, if that's distracting you, we can just comment that out. Right. Whoa. Yeah, so in here, we're going to have this, this function. I'll just borrow this. Is that still distracting you? Look, let's just delete that altogether. Right, so that's kind of what you want to do, and then in here...
I don't think that's how you write a function.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. I need a greater than. Remove item.
Remove item, that's a function, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, but what does it do?
Well, you can see right there. Removes an item.
No, but how does it work?
Well, it's right there. You can see it. It's a remove item function. You call it with the round bracket. You get it, right? You get it.
Yeah,
You
but...
get that. Like, it's clear. It's right there. Remove item. That's how it works.
Look, Michael, I'm not getting it, but I think if we move on, maybe it will become clear. Maybe it'd be easier to see in a different font.
You know, I used to work with this guy called Brad. He was right into his fonts. Different colour font for every day of the week. Let me see if I can find this, right? What have we got here? Oh yeah, what was it? What the hell? What is that? Could you imagine a screen reader trying to read that?
Be careful, don't save that.
Oh yeah. No, look, I think a better one is, look, a safe one, Helvetica. Doesn't that sound awesome? Helvetica, that's a good one, right? Actually, back in the day, Monaco, I think that was really big in 2005, right?
Well, maybe let's go with that one. Can we just run the test now?
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah. Okay. Where is our test? Over here. I got a failure.
Okay, cool. So, right now, rapid.find.prop is not a function.
Hey, check out this photo.
Oh, who is that?
Yeah, don't know. Is that Bali? Have you ever been to Bali?
No, I haven't been.
Yeah. Hey, the camera's unlocked. Hey, let's take a selfie.
What? Michael, that is distracting!
Whoa, Jane's not going to be happy.
What?
It's her birthday and that's her phone.
What?
Yeah. Look, it's about time for me to go for a run. I'm out of here. I'll catch you. I might grab a burger and we'll come coding soon, okay? Let me just, lock the screen. See ya.
Finally, a minute of peace. Oh, but why did I lose it with him? And on the first day, something's not right here. I took this job because this company was known to have a strong pairing culture, but the pairing's just not working for us. He's got so much experience, but you know what? It's like he doesn't get the social cues or something. He completely misses how to get on pairing with someone. Maybe he hasn't worked with a new person for a while. And it might be just me, but slurping on drinks in my ear is kind of gross. And he got so distracted changing all the fonts. And what's the deal with all the notifications? I thought pairing was meant to be about collaboration. But he won't let me see the screen, and he keeps jumping through all the windows at lightning speed. I can't see what's going on. I don't think he even knows what's going on. And he won't let me touch the keyboard either. As soon as I get my hands on there, he either tells me what to type, character for character, or pushes me right out of the way. And then, the social media. And trying to take a selfie with me? How inappropriate, and on someone else's phone. I don't know how this guy gets anything done. Speaking of getting things done, mate, where is he? This is turning out to be a bloody long lunch.
Hey. Whew, that was good. Good run.
Oh. Hey, what do you listen to when you go running?
Oh, look, I'm all about a growth mindset. You know, none of that mind-numbing music. I was actually listening to RubyConf keynote speaker, her latest podcast on Base CS about parsing our parse trees. Yeah, did you hear her this morning? Bidet Joshi?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, she's pretty good.
Let's get this going again. Still a bit puffed. Now, right, we wrote that test, yeah?
Yeah, we already wrote it. Remember, it was,
Yeah.
oh,
Do you want to run it?
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Look, why don't we take a longer lunch break today?
No, it's good.
No, you can go finish your lunch, get cleaned up.
I think we're good to go. Boss is here, you know. Yeah.
I think
let's run that.
No, look, to be honest, you eating is very distracting and you're dripping sweat all over me.
What? Right, yeah. All right, I'll be back. Catch ya.
Yeah. Oh. Hi, Jody. Hey. Yeah, no, it's first day. Yeah, it's great. Wow. Oh, actually, oh my God. The guy that I have to work with, you wouldn't believe him. Like A+ for mansplaining. And get this, I had to cope with this guy and his, hey? No. No, he's not my type. Look, no, he came back from his run and I've got sweat and grease all over me. And you know what? I think Mr. Know-it-all's on his way back now. He's probably going to tell me how to hang up the phone next. Hey, you know what? I better go. Oh, by the way, could you just double check, just see if my old job's open? You know, just in case. Oh, all right. Thanks so much. All right, see ya. Chat to you later. Bye.
Hey.
Hey.
You know, I've had to think about me rocking up here in all my lycra and running gear, all sweaty and probably half a burger through my beard. You know, that must have made you feel really uncomfortable.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Wow. Thanks for acknowledging that. Should we write that test now?
Yeah. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's just run that test again, just make sure it's still failing.
Yeah, it's failing, so I think we should have a look at the implementation. Come on.
Are you going to cut your toes as well?
No, I've got to save them for ReactConf next week.
Okay, so that test is failing.
Hey,
All right.
Did you see that? Cake time.
What?
Yeah, there was a notification up on Slack.
Oh, well, can we just quickly finish this?
Jenny's ripper of a banana cake. Got to be there for the first.
Well, can we just finish this bit? I think we're almost done.
No, let's go. Cake, come on. Let's go. Let me push you over. What do we have to do? Oh.
What?
Oh, shit. Hang on. We've got to start the transitions again. We started with that. It's the office. Did that lol commit. Coffee, that was good. Run. That was me in the shower. Hey, cake time. Let's go.
Oh my God, this guy is so hard to work with. Like, he can't even get the transitions right. Like, are you serious? There's a new distraction every 2 minutes, and you know what? He is disgusting. Like, cutting his nails at the desk. Who even does that? And he was, you know, if we didn't have ReactConf last week, he was legit going to do his toes. But still, you know, he did apologise for spitting on me. I guess that's something, right? He's not very good at sharing, though. You know, he doesn't want to let me see the screen, and he won't let me touch the keyboard or have any input on the code. And do you know what? I bet he's one of those guys that moved back into his mother's house to take care of her, but actually sitting down in the basement playing computer games all night, then out watching girl fights on the weekend. Listen to me. I've turned into such a bitch judging him.
You girl got lucky, paired up with me today. I know more than anyone about this code base. But why am I trying to have such a pissing contest with her? I mean, I've got over 20 years of experience. I should be much more confident enough to give her a go at doing something. I mean, after all, John did hire her, and I don't even know if he'd hire me these days. And, you know, he hired her to 10x the team just to get some really good developers on there. I'm sure I could learn something from her, and I should just be better to share more than I have been so far. Hey, here's the cake.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, actually, you know, this reminds me of the cake I had on Saturday when I picked up my son from his friend's birthday party.
Oh, you have a son? How old is he?
Yeah, I got 4 kids, 6, 4, 3, and a newborn.
Oh, pretty busy man. You must, I guess you don't have much time to fit in any coding outside of work then.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty busy. You know, spent the better part of 4 hours last night taking my son to hospital. Fell out of the cubby, needed to get stitched up. But I still get to fit in, you know, a hobby project here or there.
Oh, really? Are you working on anything interesting at the moment?
Yeah, doing some work on ABA.
ABA? Is that a framework?
No, ABA, the Australian Breastfeeding Association. I'm doing some volunteer work for the website. It's very rewarding work.
Oh, wow. That sounds great. I didn't expect that of you.
Yeah, well, how's your first day going? I mean, it's been pretty cruisy so far, yeah?
Yeah, it's been a little bit harder to get started than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the architecture on this project's very evolved.
No, it's not that. It's just, you know, even at a high level, no one seems to really be able to explain the purpose of what we're doing here.
Oh, maybe I haven't been as clear as I thought I was. Look, why don't we go over to the whiteboard and maybe I can give you a better understanding and a run through there.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get back into the code. Cool.
Do you want to unlock it? Oh.
What? What the? He's got girl fights on his computer? I knew it.
Look, it's not what you're thinking. A really good friend of mine, she's a professional athlete, and she's a kickboxer. And I went to watch her last week, and I put together...
Where did you even get that footage?
I was putting together a video.
Okay. Well, you know, that's pretty cool. She sounds like a bit of a badass. Did she win?
I'll talk about it later. Let's get back to whiteboarding. So, at the high level, we have an app, right? And, you know, we probably should have started with this right from the beginning. So we have this app, and in that we have a new item form, which then renders an item list, and within the item list, we render the individual items.
Oh, right. And on that item, we want to be able to delete it. So there's probably going to be a button on the item component to do that.
Correct. However, it's the app component whose responsibility it is to tell the items list which items to render.
Oh, so we need to add a function to the app component which gets triggered when we click the delete item.
Precisely.
Right, and in order to call it, we're going to have to pass a reference to that function down to the item.
I think you're getting it. Do you want to give it a crack at implementing it?
Oh, I do. I'm just having a little bit of trouble working out which order to do things in.
Well, way back at the beginning of my coding career, we used to do what is one way of sharing information was to do what's known as ping-pong pairing. Maybe we should give that a go.
Ping-pong pairing? What's that all about?
Well, it's a particular style of pair programming where one person writes the tests and the other one writes the implementation, and that person writes the implementation and the other person writes the tests. A bit like ping-pong.
Okay, well, let's give it a go. But do you think could we start by going back over that test we wrote earlier? Because I wasn't quite following.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we just start right from the beginning and do a git reset. Start from the beginning. There we go. All right. So, hang on a sec. There's a bit of an issue here. You can't even see the screen. Like the ergonomics here. Look, I've got a second keyboard. Why don't I give you that?
Okay.
And then maybe I'll stand a bit over here. That way both of us have a keyboard and both of us can contribute more equally, right?
Yeah, well, that's much better. Could we just up the font a little bit as well?
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to change the font as well?
No.
Okay, yeah, good call. Good call. Right, so as we had started, maybe I write the first test.
Okay.
So we said we needed this remove item. So
it's going to be really similar to the test that we've got there already, right?
oh yeah, good pickup. So you're suggesting I could just copy it, right? That's cool. Saves me a lot of typing. So in this case, it's not going to be marks, but it will be delete item when remove item is called. And this is going to be remove item, and we will be removing item 1, 2, 3, so I can take that out of the list, and then we'll be inspecting the list there. So if we now
looks good to me.
jump in here, this is the test running, we have a failure. Right, so in this case, there is no prop, well, it's not finding the remove item function. Do you want to give it a go?
Right, yeah. Okay, cool. So if I jump back into the code now, we have this app.jsx, and we are rendering a list of items. We've got up here a function. Oh, that's what remove item does.
Oh, right, yeah, the actual implementation. That would have helped, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So if we pass that function remove item down to our list, then I think we should probably see a passing test now.
Well done. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but job's not over yet. We should probably jump in the browser for an acceptance test to make sure it actually does what we think it does.
Yeah, before I didn't even think of doing that, gee.
So if I add an item in here to our items list, you can see we add the item, but there's no way to delete it.
So I think we need that button.
We're not finished yet,
No, not
right?
finished.
So on the single item, if I go back into here, we have an item test. Somewhere in here, probably we're going to call a...
Hey, you can do that same trick you taught me. Why don't you just copy that block above? It's going to be very similar to checking the checkbox.
Ah, you're right, it is. It's going to be very similar, almost the same. So what it's going to do is it's going to call...
Remove item. Won't forget that one for a while.
Are you sure it's remove item? When the button is clicked this time.
Yeah, let's do a button.
So we're not looking for a checkbox anymore. We're looking for a button. We're going to click that with mock remove item. Yeah?
Cool, that's right.
And we should probably have a new failing test. So what we've got here, method simulate is meant to be run on one node, found 0 instead. It couldn't actually find the button. So do you want to have a crack at implementing?
Yeah, so there's no button. I suppose jumping from the test to the actual item, the easiest thing would be to throw in a button. And if I save that, it should not fail in the same spot. And it hasn't, because that simulate was up there. But now it has complained that it hasn't called mock remove item when it's clicked. So in here, I need to do on...
I think you want on click.
Oh, yeah, good pickup. On click, and I want to call a function which is remove item with the ID. At that stage, I can jump back in here, and it should be a green test.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
Well, do you want to just make sure it does definitely do what we think it does?
Right, good one. Let's jump in here.
You might want to refresh.
Refresh. Item 1 and item 2. And there is a button, and whoa, hey, that's cool.
Nice. Wow,
Hey.
that's so exciting.
You know
Well
what?
done.
High fives. Do you mind if we do a lol commit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so I'll just jump back in here and type the lol commit command. Oh! Woo! Oh, shit! Well, let's hope that one worked
winning.
out, hey?
Yes.
Yeah. So you asked before whether that friend of mine won the fight or not, yeah? Well, yeah, she did. She did win. Pretty excited about that.
Wow, you're such a stalker. Oh my God. How did you even get that footage?
So listen, it's kind of the end of the day. Why don't we do a quick retro? Let's just see what went well and what didn't today.
Well, I don't know about you, but that last log commit was very therapeutic for me. I think that last piece of ping pong pairing was a huge success, though. We managed to smash out that feature in no time.
I agree, and stepping back to draw it up all on the whiteboard really helped get both of us on the same page.
There were a few things that didn't go so well, though.
Yeah.
We're on the wrong slide.
No, I'm good. That's later.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, actually, now that I think of it, there were a distraction or two.
One or two. I can recall a lot more than one or two. You playing on your phone, switch up my fonts every 2 minutes. Oh, and not to mention you clipping your nails at the desk.
Yeah, maybe I should have left that one for home. But you also seemed a little bit unfocused when I came back from my run.
Because you were dripping burger and sweat all over me? I definitely think it was more productive to take a longer lunch in that case.
Well, look, in the end it did work out, but maybe next time we pair, if we had some basic guidelines to get started, we could maybe work more effectively sooner.
That's right. And the first thing on the slide there already is probably to sort out some ergonomics. Once we both had equal access to the machine, it was much easier for us to both contribute.
Look, that's a great starting point. Another one might be to eliminate all distractions right from the beginning.
Yep. And if we take regular breaks, well, there's still plenty of opportunity for things like social media, tea breaks, snacks, personal hygiene, outside of pairing focus time.
Right. And lastly, regardless of how small or simple the work seems to be, talking through it and coming up with a plan early on means we can focus sooner on coming up with an improved design.
Right. And most importantly, we both have an opportunity to contribute our ideas, 10x our pairing.
Precisely. You don't need much to get started. Just a few simple guidelines and an open mind. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation.
Excuse me. What he means to say is that we hope you've enjoyed our presentation.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed our presentation. We have been Selena Small and Michael Milewski. Thank you very much.